house.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's a miracle.
Forgive me if I have a... Yep.
That's
gonna be the last one.
So out here in Texas, the weather has been insane. There was remnants of a hurricane that came through, and
it decided to make everything hot and sticky.
Oh
yesterday.
my gosh, muggy, and the barometric pressure has been insane. So my eyes have been watering. Kristen has been coughing, etc. But yes. Other than that, hello, beautiful souls.
Wow. You're jazz hands today.
Oh my
You're
God.
all jazz hands. I'm just
Superstar.
zen. I'm zen.
You also got to chill for a minute before.
Yeah, you're one.
I'm in the
note
ground.
shy of Chicago right now.
And I'm gonna sing Bullet Up for just a hot second, because we're actually on time today. What? Yeah. So we're gonna ground a little bit. If you would like to join us.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here?
One last sniff. Sorry.
So as promised, like we talked about in our last video, this is going to be the second part to our series that we're doing. Could be 6 episodes, maybe more. We'll see. Basically on heightening your senses and
awakening your
spirituality. Yeah, heightening your senses and strengthening your abilities if you choose to do so. Right. Okay. So anyway.
Okay.
Like I said before. Yes.
So last week we talked about how to kind of use intuition with your senses, with your sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of touch. We talked a little about grounding yourself and going throughout your chakras to kind of to open yourself up to energies and to also close all those energies.
And make sure to close them.
Yeah, make sure to close them before any session. Yeah, so
you can. I feel like you're talking really quiet. Maybe I just talk loud.
You know what? Because I realize that when I do laugh, it's like, it's like I'm
Well, I can
screaming
adjust
at people,
the volume when I edit the video.
Well, I'm also, just let me have my zen. I'm here.
Sorry.
We got people with us, so.
Yeah, the room's pretty full actually right now.
Today.
We actually called on, some support, so, via Spirit. So it's pretty full in here. But yeah, go ahead.
So we're going to talk today about spirit guides, and if you have not ever met yours, how to maybe reach out to them, know a little about what they're for, how they come about. Sorry. Just go ahead.
Cut you off. It's fine.
No,
I didn't mean to do it.
No, I mean we each have like a little session, so. If you,
I can't get over how pretty you look right now.
Oh my gosh,
you look so pretty right now.
I didn't even realize that I got my hair done.
I know I did, yes, because you told me you had a hair appointment.
Oh.
And it looks really good, and you look really pretty. Yeah. I was just gonna say, basically, strengthening your connection, your line of communication with your guides, is what we're going to be talking about, and we actually have some fun exercises. I think they're fun. And a guided meditation, as we did in our last video as well.
Right. We all have spiritual guides. And everyone has at least one main one.
She said that because of
from birth. And it's a person that has spent time with you in a past life and has chosen to come back to protect you. Mm-hmm. So this is someone that you would be familiar with, even if they may not look familiar, have a different name, so-and-so, doesn't matter. This person has known you and chose to come back to protect you. Now your main guide or spiritual angel, some people call it a guardian angel. Your main one does not meet you when you want to meet. They choose when you meet. So, but there are others, there's a whole cast of, they come and go like friends.
Yes.
They can. And there are certain ones that come into your life because you're needing a specific guide for a spiritual experience that you're about to go through. Or like if you're starting to tap into your healing abilities,
right.
You're going to have a specific
healing guide
that is going to come to you and help you, nudge you, promote. But the main thing with having guides and treating them with respect and always thanking them is that you have to be proactive. With guides, you cannot just expect for them to give you the answer and you just wait for it to happen. They're not going to give you lottery numbers and then you just win.
Exactly.
You got to play the lottery. But I'm not always saying that's the thing. But you have, if they give you tips on how to get a job that you want, you still have to apply for that job. You have to be proactive in listening and taking action and trusting. 100%. And always thanking. So
gratefulness, yes. And you need to show gratitude to
and
them.
She has a great way of what she calls setting intention, and then she has a little exercise which I think is pretty cool, using calling cards.
Yeah.
I used that correctly. I was not making fun of you.
No,
okay.
Yeah, because it's not an actual card.
Okay.
So,
all right. So, yeah.
Quotations were appropriate at that moment in time.
Okay, so go ahead and talk about setting intentions.
So, honestly, with any meditation, just with anything spiritual, the most important thing to do is set your intention. Set the intent on why you're going to have a meditation session that day. Set the intention for why you are reaching out to your spirit guides, right? So what I would suggest is best practice. As a practice, I said originally, but now I can't talk. Oh my God. Okay, so what I would suggest as a best practice, this is something that I did. It's good to set the intention out loud. Let them know, and it's very important because when you're opening yourself up for spirit communication, spirit guide communication, whatever, you want to make sure that you're drawing in only energies from love and light. What I would say to do during your meditation is say it out loud what your intention is. Set the intention that what you are trying to do is strengthen the line of communication between your all-loving and trusting spirit guides from love and light. It's really important to put that in there for me when you're setting that intention, the all-loving and trusting spirit guides from love and light, because you don't want to call in any other energies that are low vibration. You don't want to just call in anything, right?
But you don't want to be afraid of that because you're also showing respect to the ones who are around you that know that you need them. So
yeah, and then you can also let them know what you're wanting to do. So for example, my intent behind this meditation today is to strengthen my line of communication with my spirit guides and my healing guides, whatever you wanted to do, in order to connect to source better, or in order to be one with the universe, be one with the universe more, align your body and spirit with universal energy, whether it's
just say to use for an example, like to better open up a line of communication so I know I'm communicating with you immediately.
Right.
Just say that.
Exactly. You can pretty much, whatever you set that intention for you. Also, like Kristen said before, respect is a big thing. So if you can, you want to make sure that you set time out each day or whatever days during the week that you decide to do this. And you want to make sure it's the same time if you can. And you also want to create a spot, an area. Outside would be best, but if you can't, anywhere. Because I work a lot, I tend to do it in my car in an area where there's a lot of trees and stuff like that on my lunch break. But create an area, have a specific time. That way your guides know that there's it's like a schedule, right? It's a respect thing. So they know when you're going to be calling on them, where you're going to be, etc. So you're not just
reaching for
Beckett, having them on your beck and call type thing, right?
And that way, actually, if you don't call on them and it becomes that time and you are in that place, you may actually feel them kind of nudge you, and then you begin to learn how to recognize that they are there, whether it's you feel someone moving, touching your hair, or you feel a warm spot on your arm, or you feel like someone touching the small of your back or something.
And that's exactly,
it's a good way
It's so funny because the notes that Kristen and I wrote out separately without talking to each other are almost identical. Like, literally almost identical in nature. I'm not even kidding. Just to go over a couple tips to connect with your guides if you feel like you're having some trouble. And I actually got this feedback from another medium who actually gave me some really good advice. So I would like to share it with you. Pretty much, if you feel like you're struggling to connect and you feel like you're not getting the connection that you want, even if you're setting the intention of speaking it out loud, ask out loud your guides if they would please communicate with you on on a vibrational frequency that you can understand, because spirit guides, angels, they vibrate at a very high level of a very high frequency.
Especially if you're like down and you're not feeling good and you need help.
Yes.
You're vibrating down here and they're always up here. So, and if they send you a message up here, guess what?
You ain't gonna get it. Way over your head. You're too short for that one. But yeah, ask them if they would please. You can also ask them to assist you with raising your vibration, but ask them if they would please communicate with you on the same vibrational frequency that you are on, so you can clearly get the messages that you can get.
That is an excellent. That's so good. I wish I would have thought of that when I was... Sorry.
I know, me too.
I did it on my own, so I was like... Mine was back to the drawing board. Okay.
Another way that you can validate, see if you need... Everybody needs validation. We're human. We're going to need some validation to know that we're going in the right direction, that our guides are hearing us. So it is perfectly okay to ask your guides to send you a sign. You can ask them to send you a specific sign. You can just ask them to send you a sign that you will be able to notice. I think I agree with Kristen that you should ask for a specific sign. For me, it's been rainbows lately.
For me, it's been red and blue feathers. Or I ask for a red one, I find a red one, I'm like, no, I need to find a blue. No, I need to find a blue. You know what? I asked to find a cute yellow feather, and I found that little tiny hummingbird one. I'm like, oh, I found a cute one, but it's little. And then it dried, and it was yellow. It was gold.
It looked like it was blue, purple, and gold. It was like
it
layered.
Dried, and I'm like, oh, it is cute and yellow. It's so tiny. But anyways,
and you found a peacock feather. And it's funny because a couple weeks prior to that, one of my best friends in California, who's like probably one of my best friends. He's probably one of my soulmates, and I love him dearly. For some reason, whenever I'm like in meditation or I want to send him Reiki or good love and energy, I ask that my guides and angels, or his guides and angels, send him a sign of a feather, and he will find feathers in crazy spots. Well, the most recent one that he sent me was almost a 3.5 foot long peacock feather that he found in a really random spot. Not even a week later.
I was on my way to actually go to church, and I was in a bad place, and I was like, I need a miracle. I wasn't asking for a sign. I was just like, I need a miracle. And I step out of my car, and it wasn't a big long one, but it was like a broken end of one. It was in Hutto, Texas. So Hutto, Texas is like cow pastures. So I don't know if some kids had like a petting zoo or what.
Yeah.
Crazy. I text her and I'm like,
she sent me a picture and
I don't know, and she's like,
ceiling.
Stop, and I'm like, I can't. I just asked for it, and I don't know how.
IJC, I just can't. But yeah, it was amazing. Actually.
I took it and I was like, if that can happen, I mean. So parking lot peacock feather in Hutto, Texas. Just go figure.
So ask for signs. You can, whether it be a feather, butterfly, a certain color of butterfly, whatever you want it to be. Ask for a sign, and I'm telling you,
ask for something really, really strange, like to see an owl like 10 feet away from you on the ground, like stare at you. Something, just ask for what you want.
But
if
you have to
want it, and you have that intention, and you send out that pure vibration, it will come. Eventually it will come.
You have to be patient. Yeah.
It'll probably scare the crap out of you too.
Oh yeah. Owls are bigger than you think, you guys. They're huge. My mom's sign to me is actually a white owl.
Pop. After he passed away, I swear, it was probably 3 feet off the ground. It landed and it looked at me and my sister. We were maybe about 7-10 feet away from it. We were afraid to move. We were like, that's Papa. We were like, because he was a Mason, you know, he was like, he had rings, owls, all that stuff. And I was like, we like couldn't even open the door to get back, the screen door to get back in the house, because we didn't want to have to move that much closer just to get inside. So we just stood there like.
Me and my mom used to see a white owl sitting on the top of our black wrought iron fence in our backyard when we lived in California. We would see it all the time. And once she passed away, whenever I see a white owl,
that's her way.
100%. Yep. 100%.
So you gotta look for the signs, and you gotta communicate. You gotta not communicate them. You've got to do this with them.
Do this.
Find a word.
You have to.
Come on, SAT kids. Find a word. Bring them together. And
interconnect. I was going to say.
Yes, and it can only be by choice. If you choose to believe. If you choose to believe it's coincidence, it will always be coincidence. You have to believe that it is meant for you, and then it will continue to happen. You will continue to see it reaccur. So,
100%.
anyways, for guides. So
before I do that,
guides are going to come about when you're having changing or expanding experiences in your life. Like I said, when you meet your main, or when your main guide meets you, that is when you're about to have something change significantly in your life. I did not meet my main, and I thought, because I had 7 when I started meeting them, and I counted 7, and I had a transcendental meditation. They were all there. I did not meet mine until I was 34. And yes, I'm older than that now.
I was going to say, I know she doesn't look 34.
But keep in mind things that they want to teach you. It's like if you pick up a book, if you're looking for knowledge and you keep dropping the book, that's them saying no. It's the book that falls on the floor. That's the one that you need to pick up. The answers that you get, they're not going to be verbal. They're not going to be spoken to you. A lot of the time I see pictures and numbers.
It's like an old movie.
Right.
Playing in your head. Tip for me.
But if you see pictures or numbers and you have a feeling in you that expands, let that give you some direction. Just go with it. And if it's not comfortable, you can always ask again and again and again until you are comfortable with the answer. Because they'll never give you anything that you're not comfortable with. You just may not be seeing it right, or you may be misinterpreting it. Just ask for clarification. Thank you for what they've given you so far, and it'll come. And I hope to have a stronger connection with you next time we meet. You know, and also a short thing on interpreting. Like I happen to. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, like from a bad dream, but I'm not having a bad dream. I just have a tingling sensation, and it's like all enveloping, and it's like an intense feeling of like knowing something.
Oh yeah, you'll text me after it happens at 1:32, 3 in the morning, whatever time it is.
But whatever that vision,
okay,
I make sure to write it down if I'm going back to bed, or if I want to keep going with it and meditate with it. Then I'll see where it goes. But that can be a way of interpreting a sign from your guides. They will not interfere with your life. They are not here to harm you. They, like God or your creator, they know your map of your life already. So the guides that you'll meet now, maybe they're here for a stage, for a reason, for a season.
You totally rhymed. I'm sorry. I know you hate rhyming. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
I told you, punch me. Or smack me when I rhyme.
Okay, just kidding. No,
I don't like rhyming. But yeah, so some guides will give you their name. Some guides, you'll just call them by half eagle, half man, depending on, it can be an animal, it can be a person. They could say, hey, my name's Dottie. Or it can be, what's your name? They don't say anything, just give them a name. If they're okay with it, you'll know.
And if you know or know anybody that knows a shaman or a shamanic healer, I should say, shamanic practitioner, that can
a yogi
do a shamanic drumming, like a journey, a shamanic journey. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. The drumming and everything, it will take you down the rabbit hole, and you can meet your guides during that too. I highly recommend doing that if you're able to.
New guides will enter to teach you about particular aspects of your spirituality, but when it happens, just know that you're there to learn from them. So, but again, if it comes to you, you have to be proactive.
Yeah.
So,
if you have to set the intent, and then you also have to take initiative to move forward with that information.
Right.
To grow.
So if you want to talk about
So I have a little exercise. Well, it's not really little. But this exercise, and I can't remember the name of the book. I read it a long time ago. But it helped me tremendously. So I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible and as concise as possible. So I've talked about sitting in silence before, right? This is where it all stemmed from. So this is pretty much your sit in silence and calling card meditation. So what you do to connect to connect with your guides and would be to, I can't talk. Oh my gosh, my eye is watering so bad. So try it again. Retake. Take 3. So sit in silence and be still. And also a calling card meditation. So what you would do for however many meditations you need to at first, you would go in a room where there's no fans, no air vents blowing, no nothing. And you would sit in complete silence, whether you have to plug your ears. I would use cotton to plug my ears to do this. And you sit in silence and be still. And you observe. You have to build the awareness of your own body. You have to be completely present in your own body and be aware of how every part of your body feels, the sensations of your body when it moves or twitches or anything like that. You have to be able to recognize what is your own doing, pretty much. What your body is doing on its own, right? Once you do that multiple times and you feel like you're ready to take the next step, okay? And you feel like you're fully aware that you can distinguish what is a sensation on your body that is from you and not from you. In the next meditation, what you do while you're sitting in silence, you ground, you get into that alpha brainwave state, and you ask your guides to please step forward and give you a physical sensation to show their presence. Now listen, you may not get this the first time you ask, the second time you ask, or the third time you ask. You have to keep trying, okay?
You realize that my guided meditation is this, right?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, so when, like mine, for instance, is vibrating in the palm of my right hand. So if you do that and you get a sensation on your body that you know is abnormal, something that you haven't felt during your normal sit in silence and be still meditations, okay, and you feel it, vibration, numbing, tingling, hot, cold, whatever it may be, somewhere on your body, at that point in time, observe it, feel it, and then say, you would ask your guide to then step back. You say, thank you so much for your sign. I would ask that you please step back now. And you should feel that sensation go away. And that's how you'll know. Of course, you would say, thank you so much. You would show your gratitude. Thank you for showing me your sign. Thank you for stepping forward. I would just ask that you step back now. And then when they step back, that feeling should go away. It'll get stronger and stronger the more you do the meditation. But that's one amazing way.
That's your calling card.
Yeah, it's what was called in the book I read. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find it.
Was it E Squared by Pam Grout?
No.
Okay.
But it's kind of like your guide's calling card. They're signed to you, they're physical signed to you, and that you know that they are there, that you can feel, that you can physically feel. And the more you do it, the more you practice, the better it is.
Okay, so my guided meditation we will do real quick.
I'm telling you, our brain is one.
We did not even discuss this yet.
No.
I did not tell you about this.
No.
Wow. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we are going to sit quietly, ground. If you do have time, you can go through your chakras, open them up, keep them open. And so what we're going to do is we're going to sit in silence, still your mind, kind of have that light energy cocoon running around you as when we went through all the chakras, and you have your energy protecting you. Seal it off into your own little balloon. Now, I don't know why I always use flowers, but picture a flower, any type of flower. See its texture, see its colors, see its petals, see the flower's energy, see that life force moving up through the stem and through the petals. This helps to get your the chatter to just stop. And this is an important technique to use when training yourself to expand in which things that you see. So now, once the chatter has died, you call your guide to you. Ask them to step forward and give you a sense of who they are. Say out loud, I call from the highest vibration and the greatest light my spirit guides to come close and let their presence be known to me. This may sound ridiculous, but don't think that you can't do it. So the key is not to think. You need to trust what you are feeling and your sense of knowing. Ask your guides to give you a feeling of their presence so you'll be able to know in your own body that they are near. So then say, touch me so I know that it is you. You may feel someone touching your hair. You may feel a tingling sensation on your face. You may feel a hand on your shoulder. Just take notice of your entire body, the feelings on your skin. Receive the communication in the stillness of your mind in your little cocoon of light. Thank your guides. Now again, look at your flower and then visualize every single petal that was open. Close them until it's completely closed. And after that, you can slowly open your eyes, come to, and if you had any experience, feel free to write that down.
It's very important to write it down.
Do it over and over. And you don't have to wait 30 minutes if you don't feel anything immediately. If you feel that you've given it enough time, just say thank you. Mm-hmm. We'll try again.
Yeah.
But that is an excellent way, and keep doing it, and you'll notice some of the sensations that you felt before that you kind of thought, maybe they'll maybe be a little stronger, and it'll be the same sensation. So like with me, with my mane, it's always, if I'm wearing a dress, I always feel my dress shift at my feet, or it's my hair. So I feel someone like playing with my hair. So that's a good way to just call and reach out. And of course, once you get into that mode, you can ask other questions. If you get the feeling, you can ask, what's your name, or, find out why they're there. It's your guide, and you can just start off as comfortably as you like, and you can go as far as you want to take it. But it depends on your energy and your gratitude. So.
Yeah, definitely. And if you want to practice with another person, you can sit in a chair and sit in silence and be still, and that person at some point in time, unbeknownst to you, can walk closer to you without touching you, so you can see if you can sense their energy field. That way, and then they can back up. You can ask them to back up. So that way you can kind of get the feel the, it's just another way to practice, is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Haven't we done that to where I've been behind you and gotten you to rock back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Without touching you, and you didn't even know it, but you were rocking back and forth, but you didn't know I was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pull a card.
Oh, right. Yes, I've been shuffling them.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been shuffling
and
them.
Our guide's going to pull a card, not us, because that's how we roll all the time.
It's funny because mine and Kristen's guides, they work so well together. I swear we have, like, our souls are intertwined somehow. Intertwined! That was a good word to think of earlier.
That's not an SAT word, but
no,
it works.
It's not.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. We were definitely in a past life together.
Oh, dude. Probably more than one. And, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we were doing 2 decks last time, and she was like, 2 cards fell out, and I'm shuffling, 2 cards fell out for me, too. So
yeah, it's crazy. Like... Yeah. And it's funny because when I'm having a good day, she's having a bad day. When I'm having a bad day, she's having a good day. We balance each other out perfectly.
There it is.
And there's 2. There's 2. All right, we're going to do this fairly quickly. Oh my God.
My gosh.
Hold on. So it was like this. This was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second one. 2 and 10 is 12, which is 3. Stop it right now.
No.
Stop it right now.
So when I did that, when I told her about our timer, I was like 7, 23, 7 plus 2 plus 3 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. So
numbers is life, basically, to us. Look at this. Without the glare, I'm trying to. So the first card was 2. The second card is 28. So you would break down the 28 to be 10. Add that with the 2 is 12. 2 plus 1 is 3. Tell me that's not our spirit guides.
Tell me that's not the flower I was imagining. I see motion.
I feel like
life.
like that's not awakening, but
hold on, let me.
Purpose or
because there's
yellow and green.
I know, but there's a flower inside a flower inside a flower, and I see it's moving. Mm-hmm. That's like light source.
Yeah, it definitely looks like light to me. Alignment. That's what it might be. Alignment, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, and this card right here, 28. Trying to get it.
Here.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
These are killer.
Can you guys see the sacred geometry in them?
Yeah.
Hello.
Numbers.
Numbers are everything.
Sorry.
Kristen.
I'll do me.
I'll
do me. What? I didn't even look at the book.
You've never looked at this book before because these are new cards.
Nope.
And I've never pulled that card before. But can you guess what it is? Illuminate.
Light source.
Mm-hmm.
Bitches.
Bitches. You are a shining star. Okay. So I'm going to pretty much say that this is a message from spirit guides in general. Mm-hmm. You are a shining star. In truth, you were born to illuminate the world with your lights. The time has come to get out of your own way and allow yourself to be all of who you are meant to be. Remember, it is only the thoughts in your mind that hold you back, and it takes a lot more energy to hold yourself closed than it does to let yourself flow open. Why am I getting emotional?
Because that's for you.
Oh my God.
Because you know that's for you.
Oh my God, I'm like really getting emotional.
I know, I am too. But that one's for you. Because I know Dottie's not that nice. My main guide's not so, she's Jersey. Let's just say that.
Crying in our video, dang it.
No, that's...
This card is asking that you allow yourself to take up space, to open yourself up and illuminate this world.
All right. Let's see what Dottie has to say.
Dottie! And it's violet, that violet...
crown.
That, I feel like it's a...
No, that's...
It's like a rotation.
That's
it's
Fibonacci
like a
sequence.
Yeah, it's Fibonacci sequence for sure, but it's like a rotation. It's like a clearing out or...
Clearing out, maybe reverse.
Shut the front door.
What? Clearing out. Oh.
Freedom.
Okay.
What did you ask? What did you pray about? The other day.
Oh my gosh! When I saw
Boom!
When I
Mic drop.
saw
Just remembered.
Oh my gosh! When I saw the ostrich feather.
Ostrich
feather.
feather?
The peacock feather.
What did you tell me that you just prayed?
I prayed for freedom. From
I
my
have
ego.
the text messages to prove it. I have the messages to prove it. God, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like, ha ha ha, I told you so, type thing. It's time to come out of your shell. The shell which you serve in the past to provide protection for your tender heart is no longer needed.
Go ahead.
What's wrong with me? This world and your soul both need you to let your light and your heart shine. Allow the past to be the past and move forward.
Keep going. Is that it?
No.
You gotta finish.
Damn it. And move forward in the present moment. Do this in small steps at first if you need to. Moving away from your protective shell means allowing your true heart to be seen, but it also means allowing others in on a deeper level than you've been able to allow before.
That's Dottie telling me straight.
If you could have watched mine and Kristen's life play by play, you would understand the emotions behind that card.
So, guides are real. And that's why we only went for one card. We got two, one for each of us, and we knew. Thank you.
But it's talking about your heart.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this has never happened before. This is a Namaste Bitches first. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we need a moment. Like it's making my throat hurt because I'm trying.
I know. Until next time.
Yeah. Until our next episode.
Much love and
Much love. Namaste. Bitches. Oh my god.